Hello students, my name is Kumari Neha. I hope you are doing well at home, and today from Bharati Vidasan Matriculation Higher Secondary School, we are going to take the lesson from chemistry, that is from class 8, and the name of the lesson is physical and chemical changes. So let's see what are there in this lesson. So in this lesson what we are going to study? So in this lesson first we are going to study what is the definition of physical and chemical changes. Then we are going to study about the examples of that, and after that we are going to again discuss about the difference between physical and chemical changes, and later on we will say how a chemical reaction is taking place and what are the characteristics of these reactions, right? So let's go to the chapter. So first we are going to discuss what is a physical and a chemical change. So students, here have you ever noticed whenever there is a kind of change, whenever you are taking some kinds of things, right? So whenever there is something change, that change can be of two types. One change can be a physical change and other change can be a chemical change. So now let's see what are these changes. So first we are going to discuss about a physical change. So in physical change, what is the definition of it? Physical change is a change which alters some specific property of matter without any change in the composition of the matter. What is composition, students? Composition means what is the chemical formula. So when you are taking water, now this water formula is H2O. Now even after heating it, this ice will get converted into water, and same here also the formula of water will be H2O. So whenever this things change but the chemical composition does not change, these types of changes are called as physical changes. So what are the characteristics of physical changes? So first, no change in the chemical properties. Now I have told you that composition does not change, right? Now if the chemical composition does not change, the chemical properties will not change. So what are chemical properties? So chemical property is if there is a drastic change in the chemical composition. For example, I am taking water. Now this water, even after heating it for 100 degrees Celsius also, it gets converted into gas. Now this gas is known as water vapor. Now this water vapor is still the water, right? It does not change the property. Here example I will take it as when I am taking and baking a cake. Now first I will take the batter. Now this batter, and if you are comparing this batter to the cake, that is the final product, that time you will see that there is entirely change of this products. This cake cannot be converted back into the batter. So that is why that is a chemical change. So chemical change we will discuss later. So here in physical changes, the physical property will only get changed, but the chemical property, that is the internal property of a substance, will never change. Second, no new substance is formed. So same way here only we are taking only the example of water. So whenever the water is getting heated or it's getting freezed, that time the water remains as water, right? It does not change into a new product. So here in physical changes, no new product will be formed. And here you can see the third property. Third property is reversible reaction, or you can call it as chemical or physical changes. Here only the physical changes are not being reversed, or you can call it as physical changes can only be reversed. Here now water. Now this water, when I freeze it, it gets converted back into the ice, and when I melt it, it will get converted into the water. So this is an ongoing process. So this process you can call it as reversible process. Now come to this point. So the final point in physical changes, a physical change will acquire or will liberate very small amount of energy. So this energy can never be too high, it will be a little amount of energy, right? I hope you have understood this. Now let's see what are the examples of physical changes. So physical changes is boiling of water. So same way, even after boiling the water gets converted into water vapor. Now this water vapor can be converted back again, and same way initial water and the water vapor is having the same formula, that is H2O, that is the formula of water. Second is dissolving of sugar. So, in a water, when you dissolve sugar, it will become sweet water, right? Now, if you want only the sugar or you want only the water, if you heat it, the water will get evaporated, and same way the last you will get as sugar. So, this sugar is a reversible reaction. Again, you are getting the sugar back, right? Now, mashing of potatoes. Now, you are taking the potatoes, the boiled potatoes, even after mashing it, making into smaller pieces, the potato will remain as a potato. It will not change, right? So, it is also a physical change. And right, last is water cycle. So, water cycle is a natural process. In that, the conversion of water from solid to liquid, liquid to gas, and gas to liquid, and liquid to solid is a reversible reaction. So, it is an ongoing process. So, this is the main example in physical changes, right? Now, let us come to the chemical changes. So, first we will see what is the definition of chemical changes. The definition of chemical change is, a chemical change is a change which alters the specific property of a substance when there is also a change in the chemical composition. Chemical composition, here it is coming that same word, right? There we said no change in chemical composition or molecular composition. Here we are saying that yes, there is a change in composition. That is, here when we are taking an example of ashes, now when wood you are heating it, the wood will get converted into ash. Now this ash is entirely different from the initial wood. That is why it is called a chemical change. Now let us see the properties of chemical change. First property is, in a chemical changes, you will see that there will be change in the chemical properties. As I told you, there will be change in the chemical composition. So, that is the main property change. Second, here always a new substance is formed. So, whenever a new substance is formed, that time you will always call that reaction as a chemical change. Same way, a lot of an amount of energy is acquired, or a lot of amount of energy is thrown back if you need a change in the chemical changing way. And last one is irreversible process. Now, if a chemical change is there, this chemical change cannot be reversed back. For example, the things which are happening naturally, that things are known as a chemical change. For example, the burning of wood, or you can call it as whenever the dries leaves, whenever the leaves are getting dried, the conversion of particular kind of object or rotting of food, that all changes are what? That all changes are chemical changes, right? Now let us see the common examples in chemical changes. So here you can see rusting of iron. So what is rusting? So rusting is nothing but when a brown color particle or small powdery particles are accumulated over a metal, and that is known as rust, and the process of this getting rusted is known as rusting. Same way, burning of kerosene oil. So even after, if you are burning the kerosene oil, you cannot get back the oil. So that is an irreversible reaction. So that is an example of chemical change. Here, frying of egg, photosynthesis, baking of cake, storing of milk. Storing is what? Sometimes when you are keeping the milk for a longer period of time, that time you will feel that the taste of the milk became little kasap, right? We will call it as bitter or sour. So that is also known as chemical change, because that egg, or you can call it as milk, is entirely spoiled, right? Now, a chemical change is a type of change where the chemical composition changes. So here the definition is a change which not only alters some specific properties of matter but also changes its composition is called a chemical change, right? So now KJ Akshaya, you tell me what is the main things we have discussed about here, chemical changes. Yes, you are right. So here we have discussed about the chemical changes are irreversible change, new products are being formed, and a large amount of heat is also required, and plus what? One more thing you said? Yes, the last topic in that was whenever you are doing a chemical change, that time the chemical properties of an object is changed, right? Now R. Haripriya, you tell me what we have discussed about the physical changes. Right, the physical changes here we have discussed about, it is a reversible change, it will not form a new product, it requires very small amount of heat energy, which is liberation of heat energy or absorption of heat energy, and later on it is also a type of reaction where the chemical properties are not being changed because it is a physical reaction, right? Now let's come to the next topic. So in the next topic, students, here we are going to say how a chemical change has been taken place. So all the chemical changes are being taking place by a chemical reaction. So a chemical reaction is a type of reaction which is only initiated or started because of the absorption or liberation of heat energy. So there are major 5 changes of reaction. One is evolution of gas, that is, in this the gas will get evoluted, or second is change in the color, this will be a permanent change in the color. Formation of precipitate, precipitate is a type of semi-solid liquid, and energy changes here we are going to discuss about the exothermic and the endothermic reactions. Then finally is the change of state. I hope that you people are safe at home, study properly, go through all the study material which I have attached here in the description box, and I hope you have done a very good job while studying at home. Let's meet the next time. Bye bye.